It's only 11 something, but why does it feel like it's 2 something? We just vibing, we just crazy, baby.
What's up, YouTube? It's Cralisa Victoria. I'm back with another video. In this video, we're actually going to just be talking about my life, okay? So if you see the books kind of layered right here, it's because I'm studying, and I have some reading books, and I also have like my little notebook. But anyway, I wanted to make this video just because you know how people say, oh sis, you've been acting different, and oh I haven't been getting that, but I'm just saying. Let me tell you what the response is going to be. So when somebody says, oh, you've been acting different, or the answer is going to be, yes, I have. Or if they say, because the reason being, people think you're acting different when you're bettering yourself. People think you're acting different when you're being consistent, and they're not. People think you're acting different when it appears and is a fact that you are making moves. You are becoming better, a better version of yourself. Your tolerance for anything that doesn't have positive vibes is 0%. Your tolerance for anything outside of being better is 0%. People expect for you not to change. They expect for you to be the same. And what I'm here to tell you all is not all change is bad. Some change is actually good. Change of stop being the go-to person for the people who you can't go to. Stop expecting people to be the same type of loyal that you are. They will not give you the same loyalty that you give them. Stop being the go-to person for the people you can't go to. That is number one. I have a heart as huge as the world. You think everybody who I give that heart to has the same? No. And I'm not saying stop being genuine. I'm not saying stop being the person that you are. But what I am saying is it's okay to put yourself first. I don't know who need to hear this. I just decided to make this video. But it is okay to put yourself first. We live in a world that society says, oh, you're selfish for not thinking of this person or that person or this person, that. But what society fails to mention is you can't always bail that person out of their circumstances. You can't bail that person out of their situation every freaking time. And you also have to realize, too, that being there for someone doesn't always mean money. Doesn't always mean being there. Sometimes it's the presence of you in the physical to comfort them, to talk to them, to, get through it. And sometimes it's just that voice that they can call and talk to and say, you're going to get through this. I'm going to keep you in prayers. So that's another thing I want to address. Being there for someone is not always monetary. Another thing, you're going to grow. You're going to literally plants. Some of them, they wither away and they die, and some of them, they continue to blossom. You're going to have a lot of plants that are going to wither and die. Don't worry about watering those plants. Let them go ahead and keep dying. Some of those dying plants are representations of the people in your lives that you need to go ahead and weed out. Or sometimes they'll become weeds around a beautiful flower. You are that flower. And you have to understand, sometimes those people who were once in your life who was negative, toxic, or whatever, they are the weeds that are around you as the flower. In order for a flower to successfully grow and not be, tackled, is to weed out the weeds in the garden from around that flower. I did my devotion yesterday, and when I was reading in my devotional, it was talking about the farmer who planted the seeds, and it was just talking about how some of the seeds, the birds came and picked them up off the path. Other seeds, they fell into places just like within the rocks and everything like that. But those same seeds that fell in between the rocks, those same ones, they grew up, they sprouted, they became something. And some of the ones that you prepare for, you plan for, they wither away. So, moral of the story is weed out who needs to be weed out. Plant positive seeds, because regardless, they're going to grow. Some seeds you'll lose and some you will keep. But figure out who's worth keeping, figure out who's not worth keeping, and that is how you need to determine your life story. And like I said, when people say you're acting different, just tell them thank you. Because sometimes weeding them out is a good sign of being different. Do not keep people in your life who are not meant to be there. That's why we have friends who are seasonal and friends who are lifetime. The seasonal friends, they always wither. Seasonal relationships, they always wither. The ones that stand the test of time will be there to the very end. If you're pouring into somebody, or you keep reaching out to somebody, or you keep trying to meet with somebody, or you're just trying to keep pouring out, stop pouring out, because your glass is going to be empty without a refill. You have to give what will be reciprocated back. And that's the problem. We're giving too much, but we're not reciprocating. A lot of people say, oh, this person is the problem with the relationship. It takes two to tango. So it can never be one party's fault, because it takes two. So friendships, relationships, all of this is all applicable. I'm not speaking on just one topic. I'm speaking on a broad set of topics that all relate to one another, because they all have one thing in common. They're relationships. Whether it's a relational partner, whether it's a relational friendship, relational sibling, whatever. The bond that holds you two together is considered a relationship. It's like tug of war. If you got one person pulling all the weight, the other person's going to fall. So think about that. It should be it should be a difficult tug between two people on tug of war if they both are giving the exact same effort. But if only one's giving effort, that person's going to pull that other person down to the ground with ease. So know your worth. That's number one. Number two, create your atmosphere of energy. Protect your energy. Before my camera died again, so let me just wrap it up. But if you want energy, positive vibes, create your atmosphere. You know how you go to Chipotle and you build your own bowl, basically? Build your atmosphere. Build your playing field. Build your foundation. Protect your energy, protect your peace. And when I was growing up, I had a firecracker mouth. Be ready to, you can say something and I'm just like, basically I'm so blunt, and I'm also to the point where I'm not gonna, you can say something and I got you back. Like, or you can threaten me and I'm going to ask you to carry it out. That's how I was growing up. And I'm not saying that that mouth still doesn't have its ability to, but as I get older, as I become more mature, I understand that my energy and my peace are just too important. So if you're trying to argue with me, I'm either going to leave you in silence or I'm just not going to entertain it at all. Because my energy and my peace. I had a lady come up to me and tell me, like, how do you have such a protected energy? Or how is your peace so protected? Why are you so calm? And I said, I can have my road rage, don't get me twisted. And I had a mouth when I grew up. But as I get older, I just understand more and more and more what my purpose is. I understand more and more and more that if it's not worth serving you, it's not worth giving energy to. It takes just as much energy to be silent about something than it does to actually say something. Because the truth of the matter is, being silent shows more discretion and it shows more maturity than speaking. That's why if somebody wrongs you and you don't say anything, it eats them up. Because silence is crazy. Silence will have them pacing the floor. wondering why you didn't firecracker back at him. I just realized at this point in my life, it's just not what I want. It's not healthy. I don't need it. And if I'm about to argue with you or you're starting an argument with me, it's over. It's not that I think I won. It's just, I don't care who wins the argument. I win by being silent. I win by walking away. What do you gain from arguing? What do you gain from negative energy? What do you gain from toxic conversations? Nothing. Nothing but hurtful words that you can't take back, or nothing but unnecessary anger that you didn't have to have. Literally. Increasing the cortisol levels in your body of stress. That can kill you. Like, is it worth it? No. So, I'm more at a stage of my life where my peace and my energy is everything. My purpose, my passion, everything. And if it doesn't have anything to do with success or being better, it doesn't serve me. So, if we haven't talked in a while, that's okay. We don't have to talk. Like, I'm being so serious. If you and I used to talk, like, I'm not even talking relationship, I'm talking about friendship, all that. If I was cool with you or I was friends with you, and we haven't talked in a while, don't hit my line, don't bother. Because you can easily stop communicating with a person or people, friends, family, whatever, and not ever receive another message back from them, because you're always the doer, you're always the check. So don't worry about it. People used to think they got to change their numbers to avoid people, but no. You just don't have to respond to them. You just don't have to put up with it. I don't want to be around people who only look for me to lift them up, but can't lift me up when I need it. I can't be everyone's shiro. Like, sometimes the shiros have their issues too. Sometimes they need motivation. If you're always pouring, nothing's being poured back into you, then you're just making yourself an empty vessel. So I hope you guys learned something from this video. I just wanted to chime in and just say, if you think I'm acting different in 2020, it's because I am. I'm open to growth, I'm open to new developments, and I'm open to so much in my life as I continue to embark upon my life journey. So, hashtag, yes, I'm acting different. Getting my life, and I'm in my bag. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and until next time, see you guys.
It's only 11 something, but why does it feel like it's 2 something?